Hey there, I'm Benjamin from Loves Data. Welcome back. In this video, we're going to look at Google's brand new Google Analytics 4 GA4 certification. Once you've passed the new exam, you can say you're certified in the latest version of Google Analytics. Lots of people have been asking how they can get certified in GA4. Well, the good news is now you can. The new GA4 certification is available on Google's Skills Shop, which is where you can take other exams covering Universal Analytics, Google Ads, and more. Let's take a look. I've already logged into Skills Shop. If you haven't used Skills Shop before, you'll need to log in using your Gmail, Google Workspace, or other Google account. I've included a link to Google's Skills Shop in the description below this video. Okay, let's select Browse. Now let's select Google Analytics and choose Google Analytics 4. We can now see the new GA4 certification along with other modules covering the latest version of Google Analytics. Let's select the certification. And we can see details about the certification at the top. This includes some top-level benefits of being certified and the key areas you'll need to study to take the exam. Scrolling down, we can see the option to take the exam. And below this, the study resources provided by Google. Let's select the certification option. We can see the exam will include 50 questions. We need to get 80% of these questions correct in order to pass the exam. And we have 75 minutes to complete the exam. Okay, now that we know where to find the exam in Google's Skills Shop and the fundamentals of becoming certified, you're probably wondering how to study for the GA4 exam. Here are my top tips. Tip number 1 is to complete Google's training modules in Skills Shop. As we saw when we opened the certification, it's recommended that you take the following modules. Use Google Analytics to meet your business objectives. This module covers foundations, including connecting Google Analytics to your business objectives, setting up your account, and using the Google Analytics interface. Measure your marketing with Google Analytics. This module covers setting up conversions, creating audiences, and reports you can use to understand the performance of your marketing. It also touches on machine learning and attribution models. And go further with your Google Analytics data. This module covers how you can customize data in your reports, including data collection, modifying events, and creating new events in the interface. It covers more advanced options like user ID and data import. And it also outlines some of the features available in Analytics 360, which is the enterprise version of Google Analytics. So I recommend taking these training modules in Google's Skills Shop. My second tip is to explore Google's demo property. This lets you access the standard pre-configured reports and create your own exploration reports using data provided by Google. It's an excellent way to get to know GA4 and explore the reports in detail. It's also helpful for understanding the different dimensions and metrics available, the types of events you can collect, and more. And while you can't modify the settings or configuration options in the demo property, you can see details about how most things have been configured, which is also helpful. My third tip is a shameless plug for my own courses. I have paid courses you can join that are designed to give you practical skills and knowledge that you can apply to your own GA4 properties or your client's GA4 properties. And while I do focus on practical skills, you will find lots of the lessons and tips we cover will help you pass Google's certification exam too. And my fourth and final tip is to check out all of my free resources covering the latest version of Google Analytics. I have lots of tutorials on YouTube for you to watch and articles on my blog. I've included links to a selection of these in the description below this video. When you take the exam, you'll be asked a mix of technical and strategic questions relating to GA4. You might find some questions are trickier than others, so let's look at some practice questions. Before we look at these trial questions, I want to highlight these are not questions from the actual exam. They're actually questions from my free GA4 course called Analytics Essentials. and they were created before Google released the new certification exam. The first question is, which of the following reflects the relationship between events, sessions, and users? Is it A, event user session, B, event session user, C, user event session, or D, event session event? The correct answer is B. Events are combined into sessions, and then sessions are combined into users. The next question is, how are conversions configured in Google Analytics 4? Is the correct answer A, by navigating to admin and entering the URLs people must travel through on the website? B, conversions can only be configured in Google Tag Manager? C, by submitting a support request to Google? Or D, by enabling an event as a conversion in the Configure section? The correct answer is D. Conversions are configured in GA4 by enabling an event as a conversion. And one more trial question. What is the default attribution model applied to reports in Google Analytics 4? Is the answer A, data-driven, B, last click, C, Google Ads preferred last click, or D, time decay? And the correct answer is A. GA4 uses the data-driven attribution model by default. So there's some examples of the types of questions you might find when you take the certification exam. If you'd like to prepare with some more practice questions, I've included a link in the description below this video. Now let's summarize the exam. Remember, you'll be asked 50 questions when you take the exam. You have 75 minutes to answer all of the questions, and if you get 80% of the questions correct, then you'll receive your certificate and be certified in GA4. All of the questions I've seen are multiple choice, so take time to read each question carefully and then pick the best possible answer from the available options. The questions cover a mix of topics, covering things like which reports you should use for particular situations, how data is collected, configuration options, and more. If you don't pass the exam the first time, then don't worry. You can retake the exam the next day. And once you've passed the exam, you'll be able to say you're certified in GA4 and add the qualification to your CV and LinkedIn profile. Are you going to take the GA4 exam? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please like it so I know to make more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.